What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe with No Days Off DFS, here to bring you this WNBA slate breakdown for the one-game slate we got today with the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Las Vegas Aces. If you guys saw the live stream, this is just the uploaded version of the video because for some reason it's not processing. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube account, but this is back-to-back days I'm having issues. Sorry. Normally not like this. If you guys are new here and you're enjoying the content, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content that I'm putting out. And also make sure you drop a like on the video. Let me know that you're enjoying this information. Like I said, I'm part of the No Days Off DFS group. If you want our core plays, our prop plays for all the prop sites that we play on, not only for the WNBA, but also MLB, esports, golf, hockey. Well, hockey's over. All MMA, everything else that's out there, we got players and stuff for that. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon. The link for that is in the description below. It's only $10. I promise you, you make that back within your first week. In the other video, like I was saying, this is a very ugly slate. It is a one-game slate. Phoenix Mercury taking on the Las Vegas Aces. The Phoenix Mercury, looking at the injury report, the Aces are still just without Raquan Williams. That's nothing new. For the Phoenix Mercury, biggest thing is Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner both out. How they're going to perform in this game? Right now, Vegas has almost a 20-point spread. I believe that's correct because the Phoenix Mercury do not look good. They have not looked good. And even with Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner, they haven't looked the greatest. So now you're missing your two all-star players. It's not going to be a very good game to me, in my eyes. The Las Vegas Aces is the one team I truly feel we can predict a blowout for, depending on how they come out. I would expect for them, they should be up by halftime, at least by 12-15. And then after the half, it should be another 30-point blowout win for them. Once again, just like how they did going up against the Lynx not too long ago, the Storm early in the season. And it should be a wash. It should not be close at all whatsoever. But of course, if you guys are a degenerate like myself and you guys like to play on stuff like this, I'll go ahead and I'll break this stuff down for you guys. One of the things that we kind of got to go over and look at who is getting the usage, the minutes and stuff like that with Brittany Griner and Diana Taurasi being out. So with both of them missing the last two games, we've seen that Brianna Turner, of course, she's starting for Brittany Griner at the center position. Personally, I will not play Brianna Turner. She goes out there, she sets screens, she does not do anything at all in the time that she's out there on the court. If you look at what she's done in her last two games with the 30+ minutes that she's getting, one game she had 19.3 fantasy points. Okay, cool, that's all right. Next game, 14. I do not rely on a player that doesn't do anything out there except for rebound, and maybe she can get a block and steal. She really does not shoot the ball at all whatsoever. There's no offense that is ran for her. The offense is going to run through, who is it? What's her name? Mariah Jefferson, Sophie Cunningham, Sugg Sutton, and Onion. That is literally where the offense is more likely going to come from. Megan off the bench, if they decide they want to pull Brianna Turner for any reason, maybe she can get into foul trouble or something like that. But Megan, she's pretty foul prone herself. Megan come in there, she can knock down some 3-point shots, but she can also at least has an offensive game, unlike Brianna Turner. That'll probably really be the biggest for me, is that I'm not looking at playing Brianna Turner just because she does not do anything for me. I will not play that. But we know Cunningham, she's going to at least get about 30 minutes. Sugg Sutton, same thing. She's going to at least get about 30 to 33 minutes out there. Onion, she's at least going to see 30 minutes. At 12 minutes, she got injured in this game, so that's why she did not play. She had a little face injury, but she is back. She's expected to play today. Shea Petty really hasn't done anything. Maybe if they shake up the starting lineup, they start Petty, I'll have a little bit more interest, but not too much off the bench. She hasn't looked too hot out there in her couple of games that she's played. And then, yeah, like I said, everyone else is just Going over to the Aces, the biggest thing and how I personally feel like I'm going to build for today, I'm going to focus on the top four, which is going to be Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Asia. Like, those are going to be the four players that primarily do a lot of the stuff for them. You can get a little different with Candace Parker because Candace Parker, even though she's pretty much limited to about 20 to 23 minutes of what she's going to go out there and play, she's been somewhat productive over these last couple of games, especially with that block and steal upshot that she has. 30, 27, 37 fantasy points in the last 3 games, which 2 games, they pretty much blew out the other team. So these 2 games right here, she's putting up pretty decent numbers in those games. But if we look at everyone else as a whole, everyone else has been pretty consistent as well in regards to the top, that starting unit for who's going out there and doing what. If you look at it, really, it's the top 4 that come out here on a night in, night out basis and are at least getting us about 20+ fantasy points. So that, of course, is where I'm going to focus on in regards to building my lines. All 4 of them can be considered for captain consideration on today's slate, but it's going to really just depend on how you want to get different, because you're going to have to get different on a slate like today. When you come over here to DraftKings, if you guys don't have an account, check the link down in the description below. Come over here and win this money with your boy on the King, and get that deposit match bonus so you can win too. If you don't know how to play the MVP captain slates, You got one player up at top that gets 1.5x their fantasy value, but also their salary is bumped up as well. And then you got to fill it in with the rest of everyone else in the util slots. So the captain plays, like I said, those 4 players for the aces. They are going to be our top 4 plays that we're going to consider for a captain position and spot, hands down. Asia, Gray, Young, and Plum. Parker will be the oddball. Can be different because maybe people aren't going to consider going to Parker. She might be able to get some block upside, steal upside, or she can go out here and crush and have a pretty decent game. Again, kind of a lean for me and not really someone I'm on. Out of all of them, the person I trust the most outside of Asia is going to be Jackie Young. Jackie, we saw at the end of that last game, she went out there, she played 30 minutes, and she got garbage time run. She knocked down 2 key threes to literally thrust her into the top as the highest scoring ace player on the slate after those 2 big threes that she shot in garbage time. She played like the last 3 to 4 minutes of that game, which was very helpful in regards to what she went out there and did. Now, we just seen the aces on a showdown slate. I bring this up specifically because the winning lineup on that slate did not have not one ace in the captain spot. Not one ace was in the captain spot. And I bring this up because I don't think we have to put one of the aces in the captain spot. You're going to want to look at the Phoenix Mercury to get different. Now, this is to get different. Who on the Phoenix Mercury is probably going to be able to go out here and can pay off, have all the usage, at least do something in this game to make it competitive for the Mercs? Looking at it on their side, for me, captain consideration, of course, is going to be Cunningham, Sutton, and Onion. Those 3 players. Now, Mariah Jefferson is going to kind of be that oddball out. She kind of has more of the tougher matchup in my eyes with Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Plum. All of them can disrupt her and mess with her in all types of ways. She is a smaller guard out there, and coming back, she's looked all right in the last 2 games. She can be a firecracker to get set off and go, but not someone that I'm really too high on or looking at. Onion, Sutton, and Cunningham will be the 3 that I would consider to put in the captain spot. And I'm telling you guys pretty much how I plan on build today. I'm going to put one of the Phoenix Mercury's in the captain spot, and I'm going to fill in my util spots literally with the top 4 players for the Las Vegas Aces in Asia, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Kelsey Plum. That's how I just see how it can be. Now, you can put in that last spot maybe a Stokes or a Clark or something like that. I have Stokes over Clark because Stokes has the block and steal upside when she goes out there and plays, and she's rebounding very well. Clark, on the other hand, if her shot's not really falling or she's not being able to snag some steals or anything like that, she's not really doing too much in the minutes that she's getting. And she's seeing a little bit more minutes than than Stokes. So Stokes right now would be the one I would go to. Now, if you want to get different, Kristen Bell, she definitely should get the garbage time run and be out there. We've seen 2 different results. 13 minutes, she dropped 18.75 going up against the Storm. And then against the Lynx last time out in 14 minutes, she only put up 9.25. The game is expected to blow out. Now, Stokes, Kristen Bell, she probably can go out here and literally just light it up. Definitely a spot I wouldn't mind going to. Someone I will consider and possibly might have to play today because Kayla George and Colson, they're all going to get minutes, at least about 5 to 10 minutes, because this game will be a blowout. It's not going to be close at all. Yes, it's on the Phoenix Mercury floor, but Phoenix, they're not going to win this game. They do not have the talent to hang with Asia, Jackie Young, Chelsea. No, they don't. Unless magically, and this is where it kind of sucks for the scheduling in the WNBA. If maybe the Aces had a game tomorrow or something like that, we could have seen a game where they rest their players, but they haven't played in the past couple of days. They're going to want to play. They're going to play their players. Now, how long they're going to play, I'm going to predict the starters for the Aces at least 25 to 30 minutes. 25 would be legit low, and I would expect maybe 25 for Asia, 25 for Chelsea Gray, and 20 minutes at least for Candace Parker. Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, they typically run a little bit more with the guards. They'll play at least about 28 to 30 minutes. Now, somehow, some way, if the Phoenix Mercury keep this game close going in halftime, they might play a little bit more. But right now, safety net, I say 25 to 30 minutes for the main stars for the Aces. Really, like I said, not too much to go over. It is honestly an ugly slate. Save your coins if you want to. Check back later on the community tab on my channel. I will have up the 2-pick for today. We played a 2-pick yesterday, $15, turned it into $45. Doing a little ladder challenge with only power 2s. Today, we're going to be taking $30, and we're going to see if we can't turn that into $90 over there on Prize Picks. That $15 last night, we get to keep that as our profit out of the 45. So, hey, if all else fails, we at least made back what we started the challenge with, if you guys started with 15 along with myself. So check the community tab for that. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss that challenge. It's a no days off ladder challenge. Hopefully we can make it all the way to the end of the week and cash out and do pretty well. hopefully you guys cash out, and I see you guys in the green. Good luck. I'll see you for tomorrow's 3-game slate breakdown. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already. Check the Patreon link down in the description below. It's your boy Zoe. I'm out.